So no screen is being shared right now.
No, nothing at the moment. I think Maka, you will probably
Okay.
start, yeah?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Is it possible to see like if people have joined? I'm not sure how you see that.
They can just kind of say how's it in the text.
Yeah, okay. Stream text chat.
Yeah.
Just any chat requests and stuff like that in there. Not too sure if many people will join given it's Saturday evening, but we'll upload it on YouTube after this. So
Yeah, I think in any case, it's all about just getting it going, you know?
yeah.
Are you still doing your show, Panama?
What was that?
Are you still doing your show?
I'm taking a hiatus because like my old man passed out last week, and I had like 2-3 podcasts in the pipeline. Somebody canceled, like was a no show this week, so I'm taking vacations next week for like 3-4 weeks. So probably gonna be back on March.
Oh, all right, cool. Okay, so Maka's gonna share his stream. Basically, we're just gonna be going through, I think, probably the big two. So Bitcoin and then Ethereum, and then probably just a whole bunch of alts.
Yeah, sounds good. So I think on Bitcoin, the one thing that we sort of lost track of from the last stream was I remember drawing this diagonal and saying, you know what, it might just fake out above and get us all. And I think the whole Elon sell the news event yesterday was something we sort of lost track of. I know Joe and myself, we went long a bit too early. Yeah, we tried to buy the dip a bit early and we lost track of our own trade idea in that sense. Because last week on the stream, I basically said, I think we were down here, and I said we'd either test the trend line or we'd just fake out above and then sell off. Because for me, the one thing that sort of stood out was this horizontal here, and I just felt like we tapped it way too many times for us to not take a trip below. And I almost feel like doing this here means that if we come back here, it's not going to hold ever again. So it's probably going to go like that. And I think we all trying to buy 27, 28, but I mean, in reality, it's probably going to go lower. So an area of interest for me is probably this zone here. Yeah, I think between 22, 23, maybe even 24, I think that would be good. But it's quite difficult to say right now because Bitcoin's messing around quite a bit, given its weekend and stuff like that. I think the other thing that sort of stands out is yesterday's dip. So, like, this was a good zone to buy, in my opinion, but the reaction we're getting here is very strange. I think it's because it's weekend, but I would have expected us to tap and move off quite fast. I think this is also the 618 fib from here to here, probably. So, I mean, good odds that we bounce a little bit, but I don't know, given it's weekend, it seems to be messing around quite a bit. Not sure what your thoughts are on that. I mean, look, yeah, exactly the 618 into this demand zone. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to see us trade below this high for too long because, I mean, we're already accepting below it. And then this could be a nice little, like, a deviation here off that high. It seems like a quite important high as well. Look at the past. A lot of touches on either side. So while we stay below this 34.87-ish, yeah, I don't think it's looking good. I feel like a lot of longs got trapped up here. And, I mean, that whole Elon news event, I mean, that thing, you know, I felt like a noob almost because I went long and I knew, like, in the past it never worked out for us well when we had an event like that. I mean, if I think of the President G pump or something, that was when was it, like 2 years ago? We retraced the entire pump like within a day. Yeah, not sure what your guys' thoughts on Bitcoin are. It's very difficult for me to say where we're gonna head next, but if I had to guess, I'd say, you know what, like, if we accept above here again, then we might do a little bit of a trip here again, and then we'd have to see what happens around 36, 37. I think maybe that level there would cap us. I think if we get above here, I think nothing's stopping us from maybe taking out this high here. So around 40.2, sweep that into the supply here, maybe 40.5, 40.8 around there. But I don't know. I'm leaning on downwards just because of this level here and how many times it was tapped. I also just feel like the perps are running so much, and whenever they run like 30% in a day and Bitcoin does nothing, it just sets them up for a nice retrace, like a full retrace of the entire move, and that will probably happen when Bitcoin nukes. So, yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Panama, what are your thoughts, bro?
Damn, I was looking at the fib level. I have a fib level from 0 to 100, from like 3,500 to 4,200.
Okay.
42,000, sorry.
Yeah.
And I have a key level there at just at 33 plus thousand.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, if it holds that level, I'm gonna long it. So I'm long right now since 34 early yesterday. So
Yeah.
if it dips a bit lower from here, something like lower 31,000, I'm gonna exit,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
anything below that, it looks like quite shady.
So in my opinion,
And if it doesn't hold the 34, I'm expecting it to go as low as 27,000, something along those lines, and I'm gonna re-enter there for long.
yeah, I
But
think
overall,
this is,
I'm overall still bullish.
yeah. So I think that's mostly the level that people are considering to go long. I just think it's an overcrowded trade. That's the only reason why I would avoid just leaving a bit here. The other thing for me is you were saying that you're going to stay long until we lose some. I think 31,
32.
32. Yeah, that's right. Because if we get below here and we retest that, that's when you
Nothing
cut.
there.
Yeah, you'll cut, and then we'll probably come and take these lows. Because you see, there's just a set of higher lows here. I think all of these will go. Maybe into that 27, 26 that we're talking about. Yeah, so I think if we can just end on a general note of what comes next, I think as long as we hold this area, we go higher. I think the moment we lose this, you get bearish, and you basically aim to take these lows here, and then probably this low as well. I think the other thing that stands out is the yearly candle. Well, we'll just look at the monthly. It's the same thing.
They all look insane.
Yeah. So the last monthly one is insane. I just want to see how this one closes. That's the thing for me. I don't want it to close bearish or red. I think if we close like this, it's okay. It's not half bad. It was looking terrible earlier. So I'm thinking we close around 34, 35, and then we sweep last month's low. So we'll sweep this 27,744, probably into that zone that we were talking about earlier. If not, maybe we just continue higher. It's quite difficult to make like long-term predictions, but I also noticed something. So the buying the dip mode hasn't been working as well as it was working all the way up. So that's just something that I'm trying to keep note of as well, because it tells me that there's some sort of selling presence in the market now that wasn't there before.
Yeah, look, yesterday on my just my like journal stream that I do every night, what I noticed was the last couple of dips you could buy at the OTE, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, like for the last 2 weeks, you were basically selling the OTE, and the last 2 or 3 days, basically every single pullback is straight into the OTE.
Yeah.
So there is like a bit of a mixed signal, and I think that's why. I mean, I got trapped yesterday, fucked up.
Yeah, same.
And
I think the one thing for me is what's standing out here is, look at this, right? Look at that. Look at this fractal here, and look at this one here. Now I'll tell you what I see that's similar. Do you see this here? We formed a range here, but we didn't sweep the lows. There's the lows there. All of these lows were intact. We went up, we swept the high a few times, We then came and cleared everything, and then we continued the bull rally. Same thing here. If you look at this as a range, there's the low there, and say that's the high there. You can see there's the first stab at the high. Second stab, we might even start accepting below again, and then you know what's coming next. It's this big candle here to clean all of them, and then probably continue up.
45,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a fucking awesome fractal that you got there, bro.
Yeah.
If you go into the weekly chart, just so that we don't like flip-flop between the screens.
Yeah.
If you take a look at the base of the weekly, so excluding the wick,
Yeah.
what's crazy is that I mean, like we've still got tomorrow, but I mean that those weekly bases, if you literally put a horizontal across the bottom of that weekly base, you are still in that range, right? Which is also still kind of bullish, right? Because also if you look at the 3 weeks down, you've got like you've almost got like a low and then a lower low and now a higher low, right? Just on the wicks. So if the weekly can close above last weekly's body, I would be pretty bullish.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you put that horizontal across and then go into like call it like a 6-hour chart, you'll actually see it. It's a fucking crazy range, and there's been quite a lot of selling.
Yeah. I mean, it looks quite important.
Super important.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me is the lower highs. That's what's sort of worrying here.
Yeah, look, we still haven't made a higher high, right? Unless you count midweek and yesterday.
Yeah, sorry, Panama, you were saying?
Have you guys checked the coin supply on exchanges?
No.
It's
decreasing.
It's decreasing.
I think the other thing...
Hopefully there's not going to be any sell-off anytime soon.
I hope so too. I think the other thing that stands out for me here is the 10K one. So, look at this. I think we were all waiting for this level here to break for a nice little cascade. And it was also after a nice sell-off here. And it never happened. Someone was stepping in here and just buying. After it pumped, we find out, PayPal news. We find out about Michael Saylor. And, I mean, maybe this is a solid news on Elon. And then we come down one more time and test. And then Elon publishes, Tesla is now holding 50,000 Bitcoin, which is an average price of $30,000. And we're like, oh, okay. That makes sense,
PayPal did it.
Yeah.
Also, Google searches are... It looks like they're being stabilizing for the past week. So interest is not quite high right now.
Yeah, I was actually...
But despite that, people are still buying. So that's bullish as fuck too.
Yeah, look, also on the Google searches, I've been taking a look. I mean, DeFi is just going crazy, bro. Like I
haven't even looked at it. Let me look at it.
Bro, take a look at DeFi, man. Do you want me to flip screens or do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
You guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Joe's loading up his screen on his end, right?
No. If Panama wants to share from his side, he can go for it.
Panama, do you want to share the DeFi search stats you were talking about?
I don't know about DeFi, but Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, Bitcoin. Okay, got it open here.
Like it looks about to bounce up just a bit. I don't know about DeFi though.
Yeah.
But it's totally a contrast versus what happened on 2017. Like saw this fucking massive drop, and obviously we all know what happened back then. But I'm hopeful about this level on searches. I
Check the
think
interest by region. South Africa is number 2.
is it? Oh yeah, South Africa, Austria, Ghana, Switzerland.
Yeah, look, I think Africa is really going through a really tough patch. Just in terms of global everything. I mean, we don't have enough money to buy vaccines. Vaccines are super expensive. And we live in South Africa, which is probably like, the one of the biggest economies in Africa. And I mean, like, we're not even getting a vaccine until like next year. So,
Fuck. Check
yeah,
gold
bro.
versus Bitcoin, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow,
Jeez.
nice little spike right here. Wow,
Colombia.
Colombia, number one.
Seems like Nigeria is interested in everything, eh?
Bro,
Yeah.
my Nigerians search everything all the time, bro. It's insane.
Let's see South Africa. What you guys are up to? Bitcoin. Yep.
Pretoria doesn't even feature, bro.
Yeah. Seems like gold is the most common in these
You
provinces.
guys have a mine of gold down there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we're good.
it's
And
true.
diamond also.
Yeah,
No?
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
What mining industries do you guys have?
Pretty much everything, eh? Coal, gold, silver, platinum. I think we're the biggest platinum in the
Damn.
world. A couple of guys have got cobalt
You,
now.
you guys should be printing money like crazy.
Should be. I
Yeah.
don't know what our government's up to though.
Don't tell me you guys are pulling the Venezuela card.
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Like, if you look at it rationally, our country shouldn't be in debt. I mean, we should be one of the wealthiest countries in the world. But the reality is, these developed countries sort of just bully us because we've put ourselves in that position, where we've borrowed money from them and we've got corruption going on here, so the money just disappears. Yeah. Like, I mean, if you compare the US to South Africa, I don't think they have nearly as much natural resources as we do, but they're a world superpower, and we are where we are.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up. Venezuela was in the same condition. They had like the biggest gold mines in
Mhm.
South America, silver, they had diamonds, copper, you name it, petroleum, they have everything. And they're like, inflation is crazy. Their GDP is so low, it cannot compare to other countries of the same size. Um, can't even like understand the magnitude of the corruption that is going down there.
So
Yeah, look, it's corruption, and I think it's also got to do a lot with the dollar, right? So, I mean, you can't really do anything about the dollar, but you got to sell in dollar. And then you hold those dollars, but you don't really want to hold it because otherwise your currency becomes too expensive to do anything with. So ultimately, you end up, selling your dollars back to the states and buying, bonds or IOUs. And I think, I think this is probably one of the biggest bubbles that's still going to pop. I think that the USD has to pop at some point. Like, they owe everybody in bonds, right? So, yeah,
Who's the biggest US bond holder? China?
China, yeah. And it's
Yeah, I
massive.
think it's gonna pop soon.
And I think once that pops, there's definitely going to have to be a new world currency, right?
So
Um,
is this the official exit of USD call?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think Corona has definitely brought on what's shown all the weaknesses that there are, right? So um, I think that we saw quite a lot of things, not only dollar just being printed, I think they've printed like something like 10 trillion, um, which is insane. And then what's even crazier is, the $1,200 that the guys distributed amongst everybody. That was also crazy because they wrote checks and sent them in the post. If that wasn't like a cry for blockchain technology, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then the vote came in, and you know, like there's so much talk about it being rigged and being, you know, kind of pushed in a certain way. I mean, if that was on the blockchain, everyone would know who the real winner was. So I think, you know, Bitcoin's kind of stepping up as a go-to technology for like quite a few things. It might not be Bitcoin, but I would imagine, you know, if anybody was to trust any blockchain 100% at the moment, it would probably have to be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the money supply?
I'll toggle to you now. Yeah, you can show us, man. Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
it's insane, bro.
check that out.
I mean, it literally went
Went
vertical,
from
bro.
16 million to, what is that? 19 million. That's insane. What is that?
Isn't that trillion?
3.4.
I think
Yeah,
it's billion.
Billion.
Trillion, yeah.
Trillion.
Trillion.
Yeah,
It's at
trillion.
20, more than 20% supply growth in 2020.
Yeah, look, I mean that's exactly the problem, right? And if you look at currencies like, I mean, the USD versus the ZAR, and I'll probably go through that chart just so that like guys can see. America's printing money like insane, but our our currency just keeps on getting weaker, which is definitely, I don't know, it's something that needs to get addressed, and like it needs to be addressed soon because there's definitely something else going on. You can't just print 3 trillion and fucking think that everything's hunky dory.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to get out of all my USD, to be honest. I'm sticking to my guns, gold, silver, big stash of Bitcoin, and also big stash of crypto.
And hopefully,
No fiat at all. Obviously land is important to have. Obviously, if you can afford it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Look, land. I mean, that's probably one of the big ones, right?
Do you guys have petroleum? No.
No, we just got gas. Huh?
Oh, that's might as well. You have it all almost.
I think we dropped a little bit in quality. I don't know why. No, it looks okay.
Let me unshare my screen.
Yeah.
Stop streaming.
I think what we'll probably need to do is, as each guy closes, because I think it's obviously chime bandwidth.
So on Panama's one, I got a warning saying that his stream was streaming at reduced quality.
Yeah, I just think it might be just because there's 2 streams open. So I think we'll just go like one at a time. Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not the only one living in a third world country.
Yeah, bro. These are
with
real.
internet problems.
These are really
Yeah.
fucking crazy problems for us, bro. And I mean, we've got.
Yeah.
I've got really, really fast fiber, but I mean, it seems.
And I pay high premium over my internet, so
Yeah. Oh, so
there's
so
no
do we.
fixing my internet speed.
And we can't.
Just quick.
We can't even stream to YouTube, bro. We've tried
Yeah.
a few times, man. It just doesn't. Like, there's absolutely no way. It just doesn't go. All right, cool. So who?
I guess the ping is really high, so you cannot do live stream.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's definitely the problem, man. But we'll just, I think, as we share a screen, I think we'll just cancel our live and then just watch the other guy's screen. All right, cool. So who wants to go through Ethereum? Because like Ethereum for me, I don't know. Every day I see Main and I see Gainsey and I see like everybody logging, and the next day I look, it's still the same price, bro. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is Ethereum even actually moving?
So, not sure if you remember from the last stream, but I said this would be a good bid zone, and it looks like it held. I didn't even take it, but Yeah, I mean, this consolidation was nice, and I think the first week into it was a good long. Obviously, the second one might have scared you a bit, but seems like it gave quite a nice reaction. Um, I don't know about long term though, because Ethereum has been messing with emotions quite a bit. Everyone's saying like, we're gonna take out all time high, whatever. We got a new all time high, but I mean, doesn't look like it's. I mean, I don't even know what to think of the structure. What is this? I mean, it
Yeah,
looks like higher lows, higher highs, but sure, I don't know. This doesn't look healthy. This looks weird. I mean, although like these structures have broken up before. Look here, it's identical to that.
yeah. There is
Uh,
there is one smackdown basically just before it pumps.
yeah,
Yeah, look, Ethereum for me is a bit of a weird one because if you think about it fundamentally, if you want to be part of the DeFi game, you've only got two avenues, right? You can either long the perps on FTX, or you can buy the coins on Uniswap.
yeah,
But in order to buy the coins on Uniswap, you've got to buy Ethereum, right? And this was exactly the huge catalyst in 2017 for Bitcoin, right? Everybody was buying Bitcoin so that they could then buy altcoins.
yeah,
Um, this time, no one's buying Bitcoin to buy altcoins. You can buy pretty much like there's fiat on ramps all over the place. So this time, it's a little bit different, right? Like people have to buy Ethereum to get onto Uniswap so that they can, pick up these DeFi tokens.
Well, actually, it looks really well on the daily time frame on the BTC pair.
yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
the BTC pair is crazy, bro. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it flipped
looks
down,
amazing.
hit that demand zone, and just bounced, man. It was really fucking cool.
Just quickly take a look.
Yeah, straight into that demand and it bounced, man. That's beautiful. Into that consolidation.
Yeah, and that's a crazy pin bar there. Sure.
The only problem is
Uh,
if you put on your volume,
Zoom out,
you'll
zoom
see it
out,
kind
zoom
of
out, zoom out, zoom out.
yeah.
There you go.
yeah. So if I had to, okay, see if I can get this in the middle of my screen here. I mean, I think this is like one or two levels that are important. It's probably just this one here, and the fact that we accepted back above it over there. Check it out. Just a nice
Wow.
test, and you can see that it was resistance there as well. So, I mean, as soon as you accept it above here, you know it's ready to send. If I had to guess, I'd say it probably goes here. I mean, that's probably the first level of supply that will, and it lines up with this like sort of this horizontal here that sort of kept us up before we nuked. You can see that's important there. It's important there. So if I had to guess, like what ETH BTC does, I'd say probably probably a move into that supply zone, and then maybe we come back and we test that high there and chill a bit. But if you look at that from a price percentage range, like how high it would take us, I mean, where are we now? We're here, right? So if I say we're going there, that gives us 40% on the ETH BTC pair. So where would that put ETH US dollar? Probably like $2,000. I think that's a fair short-termish target.
Yeah, and look, I mean, $2,000. That means that we're gonna almost add, fuck what, like an extra 25% onto the US dollar value,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
Mm.
Um, I
As long as your BTC doesn't nuke.
look. I think I've been watching it over the last couple of days. Every single time BTC nukes and then kind of tries to make it back up, alts are getting lifted up versus BTC.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
so I definitely feel like people are kind of shifting to the BTC type of pairs. But it's really interesting because the market's changed completely. Like 2017, we didn't have major hedge funds and major companies investing in Bitcoin. Like things have changed like a lot. And back then, I mean, the whales kind of, smashed BTC up to a certain point, then went sideways, made alts do crazy things, and then, got back into the Bitcoin rally. And I don't know if the hedge funds are going to do that. Like, I mean, we're at what, 1 billion supply, or total market cap for Bitcoin. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's 1 billion, yeah?
Sure, there is
A
those
trillion.
crypto cap indexes.
Right now it's 1 trillion. Well, close to 1 trillion.
1 trillion, eh? So, I mean, it's really different, right, to 2017. I mean, what we were in 2017.
On 17? Fuck, I don't remember.
But
Is there one of
Look at the chart.
there is those charts? What are they called? Do you know? Something cap.
There's some on.
I think I think just do BTC cap.
Just let me know if you see it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't really look at those things, but I know it does exist here on TradingView.
Yeah.
The highest point on 17 was something like 750 billions.
Yeah. So, I mean,
It's just a dominance chart.
yeah, and I mean, that's pretty much, it looks like, I mean, you can't really use it, right? But like, it looks like it's run the run the stops and
Run these, yeah. I mean, this looks like quite a key level here. Seems like we're holding. So look at that test: resistance,
yeah.
support, send. I think if we accept below here, alt season. Maybe, I don't know. Because I mean, run the stops. I don't know what stops, but yeah.
Yeah, look, like I said, I think it's just a completely different place. I don't think like MicroStrategy are going to just drop their Bitcoin, or any of these huge institutions that have started buying. And they're definitely not going to try and make more Bitcoin by getting into a whole bunch of illiquid alts, right? Like, it doesn't really make sense from a money management point of view. For us, definitely, bro. Like, I mean, if you want to 3x your bag in a quick time, like in a month, the alt play is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Should we quickly? Can anyone check in the text chat, like if there's any questions or anything?
Yeah, I'm checking now. No, nothing.
All right, cool. You should maybe add everybody. I don't even know if they know that we're live.
Oh, so
Where are we at? 63 right now?
yeah, 63, 63.
Have a look at this chart like in 2 weeks. It looks like it's going down. Hopefully, get all my odds to pump.
Yeah, that seems so. I think once we accept below here, probably gonna go down.
So, from your guys' point of view, what do you think is gonna pump? Do you think DeFi is the only way forward, or do you reckon like a couple of the old school bags are gonna go, like the Neo, the EOS, the Dash, like what is your guys feeling about this? Or do you think it's only gonna be DeFi? And I mean that's because currently fucking the only things that are pumping are DeFi, bro. If you go look at EOS and OMG and like they're all basically just chilling in like a.
Sure. I don't know. Neo is quite a tough one.
Neo
But
is bomb.
I'm not touching legacy cryptocurrencies anymore. Like,
yeah,
I'm focusing on hyped, on pumped, brand new coins that
Yeah.
were not there, like probably And if I share my blockfolio portfolio, you will see that most of my coins, most of them are, well, all of them are newer than 2019.
Yeah.
Probably most of them are newer than 2020.
Um, and then on that point, like, are you guys trading versus Bitcoin, or is everybody just trading perps? Because it looks like everybody's just trading FTX perps. Like, I mean, I don't even see charts versus Bitcoin anymore on Twitter.
I look at both really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you
Like
look at
you
both
can see
before
a
you.
tendency once that it breaks the downtrend on the BTC pair, the USDT pair just moons
Yeah.
like automatically
But
Yeah.
I mean, are you?
on most cases, right?
Yeah, like, but like on Twitter, like, what are you guys seeing? I mean, I really don't see anybody charting anything against Bitcoin, like hardly. I mean,
Rarely.
every single thing, and I mean, all of the.
Only Ethereum, the major caps.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, if you look at all of these new influencers like Crypto Cousin and these type of guys, like everything is everybody's shilling stuff and going hardcore on stuff that's in US dollar. Like, I mean, even Doge, bro. Like, who the fuck ever gave a fuck about what Doge's dollar price was? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, all of a sudden, it's all about dollars, right? And I really don't get it, bro. Jeez, bro, the FTX projects are pumping, bro. All of them.
Yeah.
Solana,
Well,
Serum,
that's
SCT.
a good thing about this market, that you don't have to chart your crypto alt versus BTC. It was a pain in the ass back in 2017 to
Yeah, look at.
figure out which one to chart or which one to trade.
You see, like,
And when you dump it, you used to dump into BTC while BTC was dumping, and then you needed to trade your BTC versus to USD. It was a bit more complicated than nowadays.
yeah, I think that's probably also the thing. So, like, the new guys, I mean, they're buying coins on ramps, fiat on ramps. So they're like not even buying Bitcoin before they buy anything else, right? It's like you can go onto your local exchange and just start buying all of these tokens. And I suppose that's what you got to kind of look for worldwide, like what's on fiat on ramp. Like, I mean, VET is insane. VeChain, every single exchange lists VeChains, and I mean you can buy it with fiat, right?
Yeah, I stopped watching VeChains once it pumped. Like, I rather
Yeah.
buy on Popcoin that is on
Bro, have you
close to the bottom than buy something that is already pumped.
have you seen VeChain lately, bro?
No, I haven't even looked.
Fuck me. It's really looking crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, big energy. Algo as well, bro. Algo is
Yeah. I think algo is something I've seen a lot of hype around recently. Let's just check it on FTX here.
Wow.
Phew. Okay, I see.
Is that
but bro
65 cents? Holy shit.
but zoom
Yeah.
out, bro. Zoom
I
out.
understand. I understand why it's hyped though, because I mean, I think the next targets. So acceptance above there is obvious, as you can see there. Next target's probably there and there. So where does that put us?
But have you seen the total supply of this bad boy?
Nah, I haven't. What's it like?
It's insane. Let me open CoinGecko.
Yeah. So Joe, I mean, I think on algo, it'll be a nice long if you get this demand zone after it pops above this high. Maybe it will line up with the mid range.
So I bought
Um,
the retest today.
so you bought here 50 cents.
No, get on the daily.
Okay. Uh, yeah.
Right, so I bought basically the today's open, and the reason why I bought it is if you draw a trend line basically down from the top all the way through, it kind of you'll see that like it just retests it. So from that not from the high highs, from that
From
one
here.
there, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does make sense.
Um,
The supply is
That's
10 billion.
something like that, I guess. So
yeah.
yeah. So I think it's easily going to go to 88 cents. quite easily.
But
I mean, what's it? 10 billion. Um, sure. I mean, what's Bitcoin? 21, right? Oh wait, is Bitcoin 21 million, right?
yeah, we
Yeah.
21 million. This is 10 billion, bro.
Yeah. Fuck.
The fully diluted would be something like 6.4 billions. Let me see
It's a
that.
lot.
Would it be ranked number? It would
Yeah, I
be
think
barely below Binance Coin
Wow.
and
Algo is a good long.
above
Yeah.
Uniswap.
But who?
They have a good hype machine behind it. That's it.
And what's nice to see is this here. I mean, this looks like accumulation.
Yeah.
So if it breaks out this range, what's this? Thin air. It's probably going. I mean, full
Altitude.
Batman. Yeah.
Bro, this looks like if you look at Rune, or Rune,
Yeah.
it looks
Sure.
exactly the start of Rune, bro.
Do you remember our alt scanner? It called Ruin like at the absolute bottom. You can even go and check in the Discord. I think it said long Ruin at we just like
Just quickly go check.
long Ruin at 89 cents on the 27th of December.
Fuck.
And
Wow, it's trading at 383 right now. That's
Yeah.
insane.
long Tomo at 1.03 and long ETH at 677. Those are the plays from the alt scanner in the Discord. Yeah, sure.
Insane, man.
I wish I didn't miss that. I remember
So
longing Ruin, but I closed it too early.
What coins are you guys bagging right now?
Yeah, nothing for me on FTX. I've just been trading in Bitcoin on Bybit to sort of accumulate more. I sometimes I get into like a zone on Bitcoin where I just churn out really good scalps, so that's why I just stick to it. But yeah, I know I'm missing out because I mean some of these perps they're really doing some crazy things. So on Solana, the thing for me is this looks like it's capping the market here at 415. So, and I remember looking at this on a daily at the bottom and saying a retest of this level would be good. And we just tapped it here and we started sending. And I think if we break out this range, it'll go maybe sweep that high and like I guess I mean look maybe equal the same distance as the range that we were in. So what's that like 556 or something like that? But I wouldn't touch it because of how far it's moved. I think dot as well. I mean, the one thing on dot was I was looking for like a nice retest of like, so say we come down there, like maybe there, but doesn't seem to be happening. So I just steered clear of that. Just look at Link quickly because Link for me looks like it's accepting above the high now. So I would say it's ready to go. I think in the last stream we said something about well, Joe and I sort of agreed on like $28-30 for Link being a viable target.
Put Serum on. Looks a way better entry right now.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's Serum Perp. How does that?
SRM.
USDT. SRM, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is another one of FTX's projects, though, bro. Like, I mean, all of these projects are really moving, bro. And like, I mean, you know what? They're working fucking hard, bro. Like, it's every single time. I mean, Robinhood went down, wasn't even down for what, like 10 hours before everyone was screaming about it, and all of a sudden you've got Blockfolio opening up to world markets,
Live trading.
you know, live trading on FTX, and I was just like, holy shit, Sam, like, man,
Yeah.
I love Sam.
bro, they're constantly
Fucking
working, bro.
Giga Brain.
Bro, the guy's a genius.
Yeah. I think this year stands out because I mean, look at that accumulation here. Sure, that's a lot of time. That's a weekly chart, eh? What do they spend? Like 7 weeks just chilling between this
2
tight
months.
range. Definitely gonna break hard.
Yeah. No, it's gonna go crazy, bro.
Yeah. This is like a retest here. Look there. Just a retest there. I think it's gonna break out here.
TRB looks the same, like a few weeks back.
Okay, let's just say USDT.
That one. Yeah.
Okay, let's try Binance. Yeah, yeah. Does. I mean, maybe it's a double bottom kind of vibe now. So what you'd maybe wait for is a break of that level, and then you would hope to send after that. I mean, I don't think anything is gonna stop it. Once it gets above here,
Gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Check also FIL.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah.
And
Let's just check. Okay, but I don't think there'll be enough data, so let's just check the USDT. Finance. Sure. What is this? Looks like I don't know why the
yeah,
sorry about
they
that.
changed it. They changed it yesterday, bro. I got caught as well, like live stream, just drawing lines everywhere, and I'm like, what's going on?
So what's going on with FIL? I think you'd have to look on the lower time frames. It's
Check
messing
it out.
around.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. On the 4 hour.
It's already run the lows.
The
as well.
daily also looks good.
Yeah. No. I think as long as we stay above here, it's gonna come to there.
Also,
Probably.
normally how these break out, because this looks exactly like OMG as well, right? So
This looks like it's gonna go like flying out this range. Because this is how many
Easy.
1 tap, 2 tap, 3, 4, 5. It's close in validation because if we go below here again, it's probably gonna sell off. So you know when to cut. So I mean, if you long it here, I mean, look how high this coin has been before. What's this? 430, 440. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, and look, I mean, there's a great use case for this coin as well. So
yeah.
Check also BCRX.
BCRX. Is that how you do it? Is it always?
As in zebra.
Oh, BZ. Oh, okay, sorry. BZRX USD tether. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this, about this coin. Sure. I mean, look at this. Look at this bottom. Sure. I mean, let's look at the weekly. Yeah. No, these coins have a long way to go. Daily. This daily reminds me of the ETH BTC. Because you draw that as an important test, sweep that high. I think this high is important. I mean, because it lines up with that sort of level that capped us. So where would I long then? Probably on a break above here. Retest and then probably first target there. In that supply zone.
yeah, that's a monster, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy 100% play if you catch the breakout.
And you know, the thing is that these types of coins are just pumping. I mean, like Doge pumped out of nowhere. If you go through Inverse Bra's feed, there were a couple of coins that pumped today out of absolutely fucking nowhere.
I mean, look at Cream, 30% up today. I don't know.
Check unpumped coin TRB.
Oh fuck yeah, bro! I was actually taking a look at TRB. This looks really good.
I think we were looking at it just now, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Check DIA on BTC pair.
DRBTC. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, all these coins, they look very bottom. So,
The thing is that like, how many of them are gonna pump, right? And you don't want them. You don't want to buy
The
a
new
coin
ones.
that's just gonna go sideways, bro.
So this one here reminds me of something I saw on Omizi Go a while ago. Um, like you wanted to accept above. Just see here. You wanted to get above there because otherwise it will just sell off into the zone again. I'll show you what I mean on Omizi Go as well. It's a similar thing.
Go do GRT first. I
Okay,
think these coins that we just view are gonna do what GRT did.
GRT USDT, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at it on the maybe 4 hour.
That's a beauty.
Yeah,
I managed to buy something like 27 cents for
sure.
this one.
You're still holding.
I sold some at 59 cents and sold like half and still have my other half. So waiting for the moon.
Some of these high time frame demand zones on these coins, they just hold. On Bitcoin, I don't think you'd get this lucky.
No.
Yeah,
No.
No, you definitely wouldn't, bro.
yeah. You'd place a bid here and you'd get scammed all the way. You know, probably drop, take out that low there, and they'll be like,
Go to
guys, calm
15.
down. It's just sweeping the low, that's all. Meanwhile, you're 50% down already.
Bro,
Yeah.
we got so suckered into Bitcoin yesterday, bro. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? And
I look at Bitcoin every fucking day, but I'm focusing on trading alts right now. They're too hot to not be trading them.
Yeah.
exactly,
Joe.
man.
I want to show you something on US dollars. Check this out. Check this
And you don't
range.
even have to put much leverage in them. Even go spot on them.
Yeah, exactly,
Check
man.
this.
Like you can turn $1,000 into $3,000 really quickly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe this is good for Bitcoin because look at this rejection. Maybe if the rand's gonna strengthen, the dollar's gonna weaken, we might actually end up back there again, under $14.
Yep.
So that would send Bitcoin.
Yeah, but just take a look at the 6 hour.
Okay, I can't get it on here because this is the free trading view I'm using for the stream.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can add it below there, 360 minutes.
Just try. Yeah, I think they're not allowing custom intervals on the free version.
You get scammed.
Yeah,
Uh,
you should run the other one so that we can see all the scripts, bro.
Share the scripts.
I think the other one is Wi-Fi. I don't know. This one here is a bit weird because it looks like it just swept the high. That's all it did. So I wouldn't touch it until maybe we get above there again. Atom. Atom looks the same like Wi-Fi.
It's gone, bro. This is. I wouldn't buy this right now.
No, because I mean, look at these lows. That's just ripe for the taking here. What is that? I mean, not like they're cleaning up here or anything.
Exactly. And it probably
It's the same.
Like if you take a look at Ada, Cardano. So yesterday in the live stream, this one actually made me a little bit scared about Bitcoin, right? So I took a look at this and I was like, fuck. It's still looking really good at the top there, right? But the problem is that none of those lows have been swept, right?
Yeah.
Not one. And I mean, how much more can it just pump, right? And it's also how old is Cardano? Like, I mean,
3 years.
yeah, bro, this is like an old coin, man.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you just leave some scam bids here, eh?
You guys are laughing, bro. That's exactly where I've got my fucking bids, bro. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like there's there's no more pump. You know, like I mean, it can, right? But I don't know. Like a lot of them look like they are too strong, and like I said, I think Bitcoin's gonna correct, and we are gonna get some seriously fucking epic entries
Hmm.
into
I
these
would love
coins,
that.
bro.
I would love that a lot.
And
I
I
mean,
and I think the ones that you got to look out for are like Theta, Rune, Cream, Algo.
look at my vet chart, right? Last time I drew, I was like, yeah, we're retesting. And look, it just said straight through the range. Uh, I mean, the moment we tested this like that with that kind of pin bar, you knew it was going to go just because that looks like a proper breakout. Um, and look at this pattern at the bottom. It's the same thing we see with these other coins. It just chills for a bit, takes forever to get back into range. What was that? BZRX, same thing.
Yeah.
TRB, same thing.
And you
Look,
know, if you mark the bottom as a range, and then you just range out like the 50%, you'll see that almost every single time it just pops out of the range and comes and retests the 50% level, bro. And then it
yeah,
sends. So
yeah.
like, I mean, I
Do
would.
do do the fib level from top to bottom to see where that level is.
On which one?
Maybe it's on that one, TRB. That's TRB, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50s there.
Be
Oh, I think what Joe is saying though is so
Yeah, I'd mark out the bottom as a range.
maybe like that, and then the 50 of this.
Yeah.
So I think what he's saying usually happens. I think I saw it on Atom as well.
Everything.
It will do this. It will come back in, and then it will break out.
Yeah.
So on Atom, I saw this as well. So let's just look.
On all of them, bro.
Always happens.
Algo, Rune, even at the bottom, did the same thing.
Where is it on Atom?
Zoom out, bro. Go into like a weekly.
Yeah. Yes, it's. I think it's here. Uh,
Go a little bit further on.
check that.
Yeah.
50. Faked it. Came back into the 50. Send. Well, I don't know about send because I mean this level looks like it's a troublesome one. But yeah, let's
Yeah.
go on the weekly. Yeah, no, I don't like these candles. That looks like I don't know what's a spinning top or just doesn't show conviction here on this high.
Yeah.
And all these coins, all just have higher lows. Nothing getting cleaned up. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, FTX's perps are pretty new, so you have to kind of also maybe take a look at these on other exchanges. But yeah, I mean, on FTX, if you basically bought the coin on the day that it launched after the like worst fucking candle, you are mega up, right? And I mean, like,
yep.
there's loads of guys
Oh,
flashing.
what the fuck happened to XRP today?
Yeah,
Bro,
It pumped to 50 cents. Holy shit.
but I mean, what it pumped 80% and then fucking retraced 30, like
it's a scam, bro.
like absolute shitcoin, bro. Like, although you know, like if you
Who's
look,
pumping that today?
fucking no idea, bro. I mean, I didn't even see anything until I saw Don Alt fucking post about it, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Now look, I mean, if you look at OMG, OMG kind of looks exactly like this, bro.
The BTC pair.
Yeah. And we made a hell of a lot of money on this pair. on that first pump, bro. I mean, we
Yeah,
basically bought the bottom of that pump.
yeah, we bought. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at what's happening now, I mean, if that's like a little consolidation range,
Yeah,
um,
maybe it's gonna do a stab, one stab lower like that, and then
yeah,
go.
could.
With these coins, it's very difficult. I think the one range that was very important for me on OMG was this one here. Look how key these levels are. I think this is the one. So check here: resistance, resistance, support, resistance, sell off. So I think once OMG actually gets back in here, it's going straight for the highs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I say, like, there are definitely a couple of altcoins that I don't think are not going to pump. Even if you look at Dash, like, I mean, Dash has already got a super crazy project that's working, it's running, um, and it's a scam coin, right? Like, it used to go mental. So
Yeah.
I kind of think like some of these projects, if a couple of guys actually go take a look at what's happening with them. I mean, it's the same as EOS. EOS have got a massive Bitcoin treasury, right?
Yeah.
I think that they've got such massive amounts of Bitcoin in there. If you had to convert their Bitcoin that they're holding at current pricing, EOS is completely undervalued, right? But I mean, it's also a scam coin. Like, fuck. But a massive company could you know, if they wanted to buy Bitcoin, like Michael Saylor comes in, he wants to buy Bitcoin. If he spoke to somebody, I think that you would have gotten a better deal if you just went and bought the entire EOS project
Yeah.
at its current valuation. You know, so there's a couple of weird things happening with these altcoins, and I think it's a different way of massive investors coming in without having to try buy OTC or market buy or using the TWAP or whatever you want to fucking call it. If they look at a couple of these old projects, like OMG, like EOS, like Dash, they've got massive balance sheets with Bitcoin on them. So, like, if I had billions, I would just go and buy these projects up, right? Like, I would say, I would definitely try get Bitcoin that way instead of trying to buy it on an exchange.
Yeah.
And pump it like John McAfee.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Why not?
Okay. I think maybe you guys can take over now. I'm gonna have to drop off. Yeah, Panama. Really nice catching up with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man. Good catching up.
Yeah, bro. Thanks a lot. It was awesome to see things from your side, bro. I think drop your bags in the comment section, and everyone can kind of take a look to see what's going on.
Yeah, and I think also we can just quickly talk about the bot, how it's been working, how it's been doing. So I think the new one that we rolled out is basically it's very similar to the same one we ran on Ethereum very successfully for a month or so at the start when we first started
tinkering,
rolling out. Yeah. So basically, I think the first month we ran this on Ethereum, we had like a 40% gain for all of our subs, and this was like unlevered. It was catching the tops and bottoms of every move. Then Ethereum started trending. I think this was around $250, and the script was trying to short, but Ethereum was just trending upwards, and that's where the problems came in. So we stopped using that, and we tried to work on something new, but we've decided to revert back to that, and we made a few changes to prevent it from being on the wrong side in certain conditions. Whereas before it would sort of try to fade a big move in a trending market. Now it will sort of steer clear of that if certain conditions suggest it's not wise. And yeah, we're basically running that on a different basis now. So it's completely free. Everyone can just join, watch it go, and then sort of base their trades off that. It's good to use it for Confluence. So what Joe and I have done is we funded a Bybit account and we automated same alerts to sort of average ourselves in on every alert. We started that like 6 days ago with, I think, about 0.07 BTC. The account's sitting at 0.1 BTC at the moment, so it's up about, I'd say, like 30% over the last few days. We're obviously degenning it quite a bit. We're sitting on 10x leverage on the full stack, so we are taking some risk there. But we sort of accept that it's either going to run the account up or it's going to go bust. Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch and see what happens. I think we might also decide to link the account to what's that service, Coin Market Man, so that the profits and losses and the win rate and all of these things can be viewed live, you know.
And verifiable, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think we've pivoted from firing automatic trades, because what we found is a lot of subs have got a different risk tolerance and different bag size. So some guys really want to pump up the leverage, some guys don't. Some guys take smaller risks, some guys take bigger risks. So what we've done now is we're just firing the signals, and as long as you've signed up on one of our refs, you get all the signals, and you can kind of take a look at the trade and then decide whether you want to get in or out. And then we'll offer the service once you've kind of got your setup properly. You can then ask us, to automate it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think before what was happening was we had like stop losses at 2%, 2.5%, and people were finding that rough. Like, I mean, 2 consecutive 2% losses, and certain people were saying, that's a lot. I think maybe they were sort of funding the account with too much or something to that effect. And yeah, that's why we decided, you know what, it's not best to automate or control anything. Rather let them size and add their stop loss, and then let them manage however they want to, and the alerts can just be used as a guidance, because sometimes the script says long, and then we drop 2%, and then that's the bottom, and then we go up 10%. And in reality, watching that 2% drawdown, if it's automated, it's a big deal. Now it's like, wow, guys, we went down 2% first. But if it's in the trader's hand, then they can decide. Maybe they marked out a level that was actually 1% lower than when the bot fired. So they can then base the trade off the alert and their level. So yeah, I think it's just for the best.
Yeah. You've got your setup now, eh, Panama?
I just set up my account on FTX and just send my API keys to Mocha.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
Okay, yeah, sweet. I saw them coming through now, so I'll sort it out. I'll let you know when it's hooked up. So just let me know. Do you want it to average in on every alert, because we can do that, or do you want it to go sort of all in on the first entry? Because something we've been toying with is sort of, because sometimes you get 7 or 8 alerts. So like if you risk like 0.1% on each alert, and you get like 7 or 8 fills, at the end of the day you're risking 1%, and you've got quite a good entry as well. So yeah, just let me know how you wanna.
How you guys have set it up for yourselves.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll do it the same way.
Degen mode. 100x.
Yeah, no, we're only going at 10 though. It's fucking awesome,
Not too
bro.
chavvy.
TJ, thanks for coming and hanging out with us, bro. We gotta do this more often, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Sure. I'm down.
Nice one, bro. Have a good one. Hope your guys' bags pump. And we'll see you guys.
Thanks for having
Saturday.
me.
Yeah, shot, bro. Thanks, Amal.
Later, guys. Thanks, Mocha. Thanks, Joe.
Cheers, bro. Have a good one.
Thanks, Panama. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, Joe, I'm gonna have to go now, so I'll catch up with you probably a bit later or tomorrow. Let me know how the stream recorded and if it gets uploaded. Okay.
Yeah, perfect, bro.
Okay,